Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be setting up my guitar. If you watched the last video, you would have known I did do some adjustments. I changed the Stratocaster bridge out to a hardtail one. So, now I need to set it up. So, beforehand I did just clean the fret, clean the fret, I did, sorry. Clean the fretboard. I was going to say clean the frets, but I didn't. I also put some graphite on the nut, of course. But I mean, technically, that graphite isn't necessarily necessary so much anymore, as obviously it's hardtailed. I'm not going to be using that. I'm not going to be using the whammy bar so much. Excuse me. So here we are, oiling the fretboard. I know I mentioned this before, there are some chips here. Don't know why. Shows the quality of the wood from Gear for Music, really. But there you go. So yeah, nice and oiled up. I was contemplating whether to polish the frets, however I'm thinking, I did it kind of semi-recently in the last video. It's a lot of work to do, and they're still, like, they're not completely dull, you know. They've got kind of like a satin sort of, like, they're not glassy or massively polished and buff, but like they're like decently, you know, satiny, I suppose. That lemon oil, this is what I was using, just in case you were interested. The Diodaria lemon oil works fine. To be honest, I'm not really sure if there's a massive difference between different companies or not, but this got all the grub off that. So right, so now, I mean, that was easy enough. String time. I'm just going to be using these Zony Ball 12 string set, 9s they are, and yeah, I'm going to do that, and then we can continue with the rest of it. Alright, so now moving on to doing the truss rod. There was a gap in between the last clip because the stop tail, if you maybe I mentioned it in the last video, but I drilled the hole kind of wrong and it was kind of loose there, and it basically whittled the string tension on it where the post started being pulled up. So I had to take off the post, and then, you know, and then wedge it with some things. So I'm just fretting at the first and 15th fret or 17th fret here, and I'm just seeing for how much of a gap there is below the 7th and 8th fret, and it's a little bit, there's not enough, it's not straight enough basically, so need to do that. I would have used the feeler gauge, however I can't find the caper. So with this guitar, I hate this stop tail, not stop tail, this bar, because you have to take it off if you want to get to the truss rod hole. And then to undo this, you have to undo all this, you have to release the tension and all the strings, because otherwise it will literally just rip out. And it's happened before. I don't know if you can see, but there's like 3 holes right there where I have to screw it in and screw it out. So here we are. Gear for Music guitar. What is the Allen key going to say? Is it 5? Where is it? Is it 4? Is it metric? Is it imperial? It's all the same, really. 5. Yeah, okay. Ow! Blasted. Yeah, so, hope you had a happy new year. Hope everything's been going swell in your lives. Alright, so I want to tighten it. Don't know, I don't need to tighten it a lot, but just a little bit. The string height is also very high. It's really high. Is it? It is. I think it isn't. Is that doing anything? Yeah, string action. So hopefully this adjustment will also help a little bit. Also, another little tip: I always keep the lowest string, so like the E string tensioned. I won't tension all the detension all the other strings, so you can easily move the truss rod. But I'll keep tension on the lowest string, so then it gives a bit more of an accurate result. Because if the string's just a little bit loose, it can, you know, maybe not be so tight up against the fretboard. I'm gonna leave that. That is, yeah, that's really minimal. It's almost touching, which is obviously what you want. That is really really close. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now you see, with string height, I can't do a lot about it because when I did the bridge, it's already as low as can be. So there's not a lot I can actually do for that, unfortunately. And you would put in a shim on the neck joint. However, I don't really have the motivation to do that, so I'm not going to do that. And also the string height on this has been so high for so long, I've just gotten used to it. Intonation, which I'll have to do next. However, when you see me do that, however, I can't do that at this current moment due to the fact I do not have my tuner pedal, which is what I usually use. So I'm just going to have to wait till I go back to university, which isn't too long. I'm going to be in a different setting, and then I can set the intonation. To be honest, looking at the bridge, the intonation looks pretty alright anyway. But because you know they just in the factory they just like set it to an assigned thing, and then it goes, and then just is screwed in. They don't actually check the intonation. So I think it's going to be alright. But yeah, that's a truss rod done. That was really simple. It wasn't too bad, to be honest, which is surprising because I've gone all the way on train just with this. I've travelled with this guitar quite a bit. So right, here we are. Stop tails off. String trees back on. String bar. Tune it up. Then you'll see me back at university when I've got to do the intonation. Okay everyone, but I'm back at university now, and I've decided I must put a shim in the neck. I initially was putting it off, but I've realised it's quite necessary. I checked the action, and from the 12th fret there's a 4mm gap, which is of course far too incredibly high. So I'm going to resort to putting a shim in. I put a shim in 4. That was just a piece of paper. There is a chance that could have like disintegrated, essentially compressed too much, or it's not actually doing anything. The ideal solution is to put something solid, properly solid, such as wood veneer is a good idea, or if you can get very thin sheets of like metal, something like that. That also works quite nicely. However, I am just going to resort to cardboard today. Hopefully that has a little bit more resistance than paper does. So yeah, and honestly, I really don't matter if I go too over, because there is such little, because you know the bridge is already way too low. It really wouldn't matter if I really overcompensate and have to bring that bridge up, because it really wouldn't make a difference, because it is really quite ridiculous on how high it is. So there's a note off an X from the manufacturer, and now I'm going to just flip it over, nice, gently. I undid the strings, you know, so they're completely loose, and oh yeah, that paper is, you see there, that paper is well and truly stuck to that. However, it needs more, so I'm just kind of probably fill it up with some bits of cardboard. You don't need a lot for this, honestly, but as I just said, I really don't care because there is so much wiggle. There's because the bridge is so far down. I really don't care. All right, I guess that's it then, isn't it? Nicely done. Fuck, all the strings have got tangled around themselves. Right, wait, is it? No. Very annoying. I don't want to ever hear anyone complain about having to string up a guitar if you haven't strung up a 12 string before, because oh my word, it has to be one of the few banes of my life, honestly. I love it, I love the guitar, but stringing it up is no fun at all. So I'm going to put the plate back on and see how that's done. Hello everyone, well, not hello, it's the same video, but I do the shim. The action's a lot lower now. It's still kind of high, to be honest, but like that is to do with the neck, I'm quite sure, because if I lower the bridge any lower, then it starts buzzing around the 12th fret. So it means that the guitar the truss rod needs to be pushed back again, which I'll do later. Well, actually, I will have to do later because I don't have any Allen keys to adjust the truss rod nut. So unfortunately, I'm just going to have to live with that for a while. However, intonation. I've determined the E and the G, the high E and the G are completely fine. B is a little bit flat, and the D, A and low E, they're about a quarter tone out at the 12th fret. So I'm going to just move all the saddles back a little bit. Got the Korg pitch black doing all the work for me here. And yeah, I'm going to do that, and then this guitar is going to be playing better than it was. Okay, so here it is, set up now. It's playing all right, you know, playing all right. You know, an interesting thing, I don't know how you're supposed to have the bridge. I never know if you're supposed to have the screws on this side to adjust the intonation or the other side. I guess, I mean, in my experience, it's no problem getting the screwdriver in just here. It works just fine. So I don't know how you're supposed to do it. I see things online, they have them both ways, so I don't know. But yeah, here it is. Yeah, there it is. That's the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed. I know it's not been the most exciting, however, I enjoy it, so here it is. So yes, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.